What's up, everyone, and welcome to the SC9 TV podcast for Big Brother Season 16, Episode 26 for August 21st, 2014. I'm your host, Dom. With me is my co-host, Luke.
Welcome to Big Brother. And in honor of Nicole's return tonight, I am wearing my glasses to welcome her back inside the Big Brother house at another chance of the grand prize of the $500,000.
Tonight is a sad night.
I know you were disappointed. You know what? In a kind of a funny way, I kind of wanted Zach to come back too because, after all, he did make that epic. I mean, like, I know I keep using that word, but he did bring that entertainment. I hate you all. One in particular, because Victoria tore up his hat. And I believe he actually said, I need a woman's hat. And, oh my God, that was just criminally insane.
I was so okay. So the very beginning, like, you kind of knew Zach was going. We knew all week, whatever. So Zach's going. And then they're turning it. They're making it look like maybe, just possibly, Zach could stay. And I know that's not the case because every time they show that, the other, he ends up going home.
Yep. But then Donnie went against his promise. He promised him that he wouldn't vote to evict Zach, and he did. So there's that old saying, Dom.
Hold on. So what had actually happened, which you didn't see because they didn't show it on TV, but Zach told Donnie not to vote to keep him because it would paint a bigger target on Donnie's back.
Oh.
If the house knew he was voting against the house.
Well, wait a minute. Did it show that? I didn't remember.
No, it didn't show it on the TV. This was from the live feeds.
Oh.
So Zach didn't really... Donnie didn't betray Zach. He did exactly what Zach asked him to do.
Oh, okay. So then that makes it in the clear. Because Donnie's the type that I could see that couldn't break a promise. And you know what? A promise is a comfort to a fool.
Right. A lot of people were tweeting it out. I saw Evil Dick had tweeted out, and he was, like, furious. He said, don't anybody in this house have a fucking brain for themselves? Like, I can't believe Donnie voted against Zach.
Yeah. I mean, because I guess Evil Dick didn't see that either. But you know something? I did see a tweet during the before the commercial break. You know how they show the tweets? When Julie Chen says, stay with us, they show the tweets before the commercial break, before we go right to commercial?
Yep.
Well, I saw Ian Terry rooting for Nicole.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did Ian Terry make an appearance last night? I thought I saw him hosting the veto competition last night with Zingbot and Kathy Griffin.
No, it was just Kathy Griffin and Zingbot.
Oh, okay. It must have been a picture I saw from something else, because I did see Ian Terry in one picture.
Right.
Yeah, so now that the double HOH twist is over, the Battle of the Block is over, so now we are in the solo game now, the traditional Big Brother game. So, but I would like to point out the Ice Bucket Challenge. First I want to point out and ask your opinion. How would you describe Zach's exit from the Big Brother house, tossing the Fruit Loops? I thought that was priceless. That I was laughing my ass off. He was all tossing the Fruit Loops, and he was like, "Here you go, you dinguses, I'm gone." That was the most priceless exit in Big Brother history that I have ever seen.
I think it was the best ever. Like, I have never laughed so hard with somebody that I wanted to leave. I've never had so much enjoyment out of their exit. So
I've enjoyed that so much too. I mean,
or wanted to stay. I said that wrong.
He was in the lead. He was in the lead during the jurors. During the jurors competition.
Yeah.
He was in the lead, but then I realized I thought it depended on when they did the circles. I thought they had to at least have 5 circles on that table to get back into the game. I thought it was the majority of who had the most circles on the roundabout table. Mm-hmm. But now I know what Julie Chen meant. Whoever's is the closest to the middle, and it was Nicole's.
Well, no, it was whoever had the most. The tiebreaker was whoever was closest to the middle.
Oh, okay, so that's how it worked, because that's how I thought it was in the first place. Whoever has the most circles wins their position back in the Big Brother house. Yep. So now that Nicole
and Jocasta actually tied. Jocasta almost came back into this house.
She did, because she was so close. I mean, she just kept, please Jesus, please Jesus, please Jesus. She was like speaking in tongues too.
I don't know what the hell she's doing there, but like that That stuff is frightening.
But listen, your wish came true. She is gone. She's not coming back. Zach,
we still have to see her on finale.
Yeah, we still have to see. Yeah, but that doesn't mean. Hello, finale's not for another several weeks away.
Yeah, well, they'll show her every once in a blue moon in the jury house. Don't they always show the evicted person coming into the jury house?
Yeah.
So we'll still end up seeing her.
When they discuss when they discuss who they're going to crown to win the Big Brother, but
I think they need to do a spin-off and just give us like the juror's house, like one night a week or something like that.
They should. I mean, that would be fun to watch. But
instead of this Big Brother After Dark, give us like Big Brother Jury House.
Yeah, and something else too. You notice that jury, though, you're not living in confinement. You could actually go in the front of the house and the back of the house, right? You're not living in total confinement. You're like, do you think in the jury house that there's microphones and cameras all over recording your every move, even though it's a natural mansion?
There are not in the way that they are in the Big Brother house. I'm sure there's a camera crew in there for certain aspects of it, but I think for the most part you have your privacy back. The house that is the jury house was in a reality show called The Joe Schmo Show.
Right.
And it's actually been used a few other times that I've seen in various other reality shows. So they can't retrofit this entire house with cameras the way they do the Big Brother house, because they basically pay to rent this mansion out for a few weeks or whatever.
And this is the same jury house that's used every season, or do you think they switch around?
Oh, it's the same one.
Do you think, let me ask you this. Now, this is probably a rumor going around, but do they use a different studio every season for the Big Brother house, or do you think the Big Brother house is the same? It's just regutted and redesigned?
No, it's the same house. The rooms are set up completely the same way. They basically just change the decorations and the paint and the theme. It's the exact same place every time. CBS, right? Is it on CBS or is this...
CBS.
Yeah. They have restricted airspace actually above the warehouse area that this place is at, so people can't fly over with banners telling people about others in the house and things like that, because that did happen at one point.
That happened during season 10. I remember the announcer of Big Brother said, "House guests, please evacuate the backyard and into the house. We are going into a lockdown. House guests, please report back into the house. We are going into a lockdown."
Yep. Yeah, so CBS now owns the restricted airspace above that, so planes can no longer fly above the house.
So what exactly happens? I mean, do they still have the same sky? Like, you could still see the sky.
Oh, yeah. But there's just no planes allowed to fly anywhere near it. They own that airspace.
So that's good. They bought it out, like, right after that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I need to ask your opinion. For the first time in Big Brother history, Julie Chen has accepted a nomination to accept the challenge of the Ice Bucket Challenge, and along with her husband. Her husband, what was your opinion on that, the whole Ice Bucket Challenge?
I mean, it's for a good cause.
It is. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think it is for a good cause for the Lou Gehrig's disease. I mean, I'd like to know who invented this, though. Who invented the Ice Bucket Challenge? I never understood.
The creator, I forget his name. I really hate this. Yeah, he recently died. Had nothing to do with the Ice Bucket Challenge itself. He was diving somewhere, and he never resurfaced or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of been this viral sensation. A lot of people are getting sick of it. Other people are like, it holds no value because the people are dumping ice, they're not donating, but it's spreading the word, and it's spreading the word in a way that people are interested in it because you want to see your friends get cold water poured over their heads just to see their reaction to it. So, and then the fact that they get to nominate people, and it's just like, it's like a virus. It just keeps spreading, like, from one person to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing.
Yeah,
to the point now celebrities are involved. But I think it's good. Their donations are up more than they were at this point last year.
Yeah, this is ASL, but commonly known,
ALS.
so you can say the whole word, Lou Gehrig's disease.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I know about this disease because I studied it in junior high, so I'm aware of Lou Gehrig's disease. I actually studied Lou Gehrig when I was in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I don't know. We'll get into that more towards the end of the podcast. But anything else you have to add, boss?
A lot of people on outside, we've even questioned it ourselves a few times, have said that Big Brother seems like it could be rigged at times. I think this competition right here proves more than anything that it wasn't, because it was such a fair competition that
it was. I really
Joe
thought
Costa of all people almost came back into the house.
Yeah, you know something though, I really thought that Zach was coming back. For once, my gut feeling was wrong. Zach didn't come back. He's now in jury still. He's not coming back.
The way they were all dressed, they had the shorts on. I was positive that it was going to be an endurance competition.
So did I. I thought it was going to be an endurance competition like last year too, along with the next HOH. But you know what? I'm surprised that now we're going to see what the HOH competition on
Sunday.
Sunday. So now we're going to see that not live, but pre-recorded.
Right. So what did you think of them not tying it in with the HOH competition like they did last year? What do you think of it just being its own separate competition?
I was actually surprised. I thought they were going to do it alongside with the HOH competition just like last year.
Right.
So I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? I thought they were going to have a double competition here. Because, you know, there was no battle for HOH tonight, so we're going to find out who the next HOH is on Sunday, but now I have a really gut feeling. I don't know why. Maybe my gut feeling could be wrong again, but I think that between ties, I really think that it's either going to be Nicole or Donnie or Christine becoming the next HOH.
I hope that is Nicole or Donnie. I hope it's one of them. I don't want Christine.
Okay, well, do you think that Nicole... let me ask your predictions. Now that Nicole is back in the game, do you think that if she is crowned the next head of household, do you think or do you want her to at least nominate or backdoor Christine?
Yes. Yes, I'd be very disappointed if she didn't. I also want Frankie out now.
Why do you want Frankie out?
He eliminated Zach.
Yeah, so he kind of basically...
fault.
He backstabbed his best friend, basically.
Yeah, it's game move, whatever. Zach's not mad at him.
But sometimes why do they take it so personally though? Even though it's just the game. Let me ask you this: why do you think the house guests always take it personally, even though this is gameplay? Do you think sometimes they play it personally?
You're in this house for a few months on end, and you put all your trust in these people, and for you to put your trust in somebody that actually doesn't intend to keep it, that's kind of a sucky feeling. So, like, if me and you were in the house together and I told you that I had your back no matter what, and then I put you up on the block, you wouldn't be mad at me?
You know what? That's kind of hard to say. I don't hate people. Yes, naturally I would be upset with you, but I would not hold a grudge against you.
You'd be fine with it after the house, which is exactly where Zach stands. Like, he's fine with it, but he was upset. He was hurt, And I have no doubt that you would not feel the same way if I nominated you like that.
Well, yeah, I would be naturally upset, but I think naturally after the summer, I think, I wouldn't hold a grudge because this is a game. I mean, and you know what? My jealousy has subsided. You know what? Even though they mentioned showmance, Zach said, you know what? It's a good friendship.
Yep.
Like, he didn't say, like, Julie Chen didn't ask, so do you consider him your boyfriend or something like that? Like, they didn't mention anything about making it official, like moving in together or something like that,
Right. In other news.
Yeah.
Frankie's Twitter account has been hacked.
And Ariana Grande, I thought Ariana Grande was, like...
She was using it.
She was using it, but it was hacked by somebody.
Yeah, it was hacked by some guy named Lord Cynical. And he's been tweeting now for the past few hours.
What has he been saying?
On his own account right now, he said if Frankie wants his account back, all he has to do is ask, which really is kind of an impossible thing for him to do at this point. But because he's in the house, he can't ask for it right now.
No, but Ariana Grande is fighting for her brother, so, I think that she's got control over this. I think she could unhack the account.
She probably doesn't know all his security questions and answers and all that kind of stuff, so I don't think she can get access to the account back. That's something...
Unless Frankie gave...
Frankie probably just gave access to the password, the username and password to log into Twitter. Probably doesn't have his email and all that information, and since that's the case... she can't get back into the account.
So she's basically stuck too. There's nothing she could do.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually saw an interview with Ariana Grande last night on Entertainment Tonight. She, they mentioned Frankie in the Big Brother house, and they talked about his gameplay. She said, if anyone goes after you in that house, I will be so angry. But mostly they talked about her career and her music and stuff like that. And you know what? Surprisingly, I know you're probably going to disagree with me. Her and Frankie look alike. I could see the resemblance, the eyes. They have each other's eyes.
Right.
Yeah, but at this point, you know something? I love you, Frankie. You're one of my favorite house guests, but I want to see a female win this year. No, nothing personal. I just want to see a female win this year.
Be nice, but out of Christine, Nicole, and Victoria, I don't see that happening. Nicole, out of the three, I think stands the best chance, but
yeah, but I really want to see. But you know what? If I want to see, you know what? If it was, I want to see a guy win. But in all honesty, I have three choices. You want to hear them?
Sure.
Donnie's my first choice. Caleb is my second choice, and Derek is my third choice.
Yeah, I'm positive that Derek is going to win this. I don't want him to. I want Donnie to win. I did want Zach to win.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll eat my running shoes if Donnie wins because I will be in total shock.
Yeah. I mean, Donnie winning would be just as much of an upset as Ian winning. Like, nobody expected Ian to win.
Yeah. How did you feel when Ian Terry won season 14?
I didn't watch a whole lot of that season. I caught bits and pieces of it here and there.
But did you see the finale episode?
I did see the finale, and I was happy for him.
I was happy for him too because, you know what, it would have. I just
remember him in the first episode when he first got into the house and he's crawling under the couches and the chairs.
Yeah, it's like, am I really here? Am I really inside the Big Brother house?
Weird. He was so weird and awkward.
Yeah, but you know what? He did a lot of challenges I don't think anybody else could do. He ran around the house naked with the cowboy hat over his penis.
Yeah.
But here's another.
Hayden also did that.
Hayden Moss?
Yes.
Big Brother 12 winner.
No. This Hayden, whatever.
Oh, Hayden Voss. Hayden Voss. Oh, yes. Yeah, he did, didn't he? If you watch Big Brother After Dark, I think you could see the house guests naked.
I don't want to.
It's uncensored. Oh, not unless it was any of the girls.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't.
You'd want to see your future ex-wife do it?
She's not on this season.
I'm making an example.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nobody that's on right now that I would even consider. But yeah, it's interesting. I hope he gets his Twitter account back. It was taken about 3 hours ago.
I'm sure he will. Once the game is over, I think he'll get it back.
Yeah. So, there's one other question that when Victoria cut up that hat, I think part of me died.
You love that hat. You know what? That was the signature hat. You know, like how Judd's bear shirt was the signature outfit last year in the Big Brother house? The crocodile shirt, Zach's crocodile shirt, and his pink hat, that was the signature fashion for this year in the Big Brother house. I was like, no, Victoria, don't cut up this hat!
I was so upset when she cut that hat up. But then, the fact that she did not tell Zach that she cut it up until the video, until the eviction video, I think made that amazing, because the look on his face, I laughed.
It was just like, he looked like he had that look on his face like, I'm gonna kill her.
Yeah, oh my god, when she held that up in pieces, and
he looked at her like surprised, but then that look came to his face like, you son of a bitch, what did you do? And it was written all over his face, you son of a bitch, what the fuck did you do?
Yeah, so
he's gonna let her have it.
He is.
He's gonna let her have it.
So I hope we still get to see some more Zach from jury, so that'll be entertaining. But
I wonder who he's going to vote for the final two. That's what I'm looking forward to.
It'll be interesting.
It will.
And if Victoria is there, he's definitely not voting for her.
No.
But what kind of competition do you think we're going to see Sunday for the head of household competition?
In all honesty, I think we're due for another endurance competition.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see
like where they hang over the rails, like on pirate boat and stuff. I think that's what they're gonna do. Either that or the spinning paint or something like that, or the endurance where, like, remember the planet from season 14 that kept hitting them and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're due for one of those. They have to put that in there. That's the tradition of Big Brother.
Yeah, I mean they kind of had one at the first competition. The first head of household competition was very similar to that, where they were holding on to something, but it was rotating. They were spinning upside down, which is something we'd actually never seen before. So
we could be due for that, and that's something I would like to see happen.
Yeah, it's some kind of endurance. It's got to be. I think the veto is going to be more of a questionnaire, yes or no, kind of like Erika was speculating at last episode.
Yes, that's what I.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up. You have anything else you want to toss out there?
Yes. My final thoughts for tonight. Who will be crowned the new HOH, and who will he or she nominate for eviction? It all happens Sunday at 8, 7 Central on Big Brother.
Excellent.
And for the record, for all the fellow followers of our Big Brother podcast, I have been nominated to compete to support for the Lou Gehrig's disease, ASL. Who thinks that I should do it?
Do it. You got to do it.
Do you really think that I would be up for this challenge? Okay, well, you could find it. If I do agree to do this, you can find it on, maybe I'll tweet it, maybe I'll post it on my Facebook, but
I think you should do both.
Other than that, I will what?
I think you should do both.
Okay, well, I'll do both, and I will make an announcement on one of our podcasts of my decision.
Yeah. Looks like your webcam froze, but Luke, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Zupa23, which is on Twitter.
Excellent.
Twitter.
Excellent. You can find me down below, Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM. You can find both of us and others on YouTube, Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, and Facebook. I don't know. I think I repeated one of those. On /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Until we got Sunday's episode, so we do these Monday. So until Monday, see you guys later.
From outside the Big Brother house, I'm Luke, and Team Ludom. Good night.
ALS.
Oh, yes, ASL. Well,